I'm like, this nigga try something, that's his ass. I'm like, bitch, I'm not playing. Up the pole on him. Now you want to grab something because your ass is scared, bitch. Yeah, bitch, please. Hey y'all, it's me, Eve, back with another video. If you see me with the same shirt on, I'm doing 2 videos in one day. So yeah, I'm trying to keep the story times rolling because I'll be slacking. But the story time I'm going to do right now is story time. I had a creep in my building. Yes, where I lived, it was a creep. He was a stalker. He was weird. Anyway, so the girl that I was with, I'm going to name her Allie. That was my cousin's girlfriend. I'm going to name her Allie. And then I'm going to name my ghetto cousin. I'm going to name her Katrina. So, y'all, so one day me and Allie get up because I got to run like a couple of errands or whatever. Yeah, so we get up. We getting ready and stuff like that. Just a normal day. So we getting up, getting ready. And I go out, run a couple of errands, and then I come back. So, when we came back to the house this time around, so we walking down to the house, and I realized I haven't checked my mailbox. And my mailbox is on the first floor. So when we get in the crib, I put my stuff down. I told her, I said, hey, I'm going to be back because I need to go check my mailbox. And she said, okay. She said, okay, cool. So I came out the crib, and next to my crib, right next to my crib, it's an elevator. Like, I said, let me stop saying crib. Right next to my apartment, it's an elevator. So like you literally open my door, you look straight ahead, make a right, and then on your left is the elevator. So I get on the elevator. So when I go push the elevator door to get on the elevator to go check my mail, I'm looking in my phone. So I hear the elevator dang ding, so I know the door finna open. When the elevator door opened and I was looking down at my phone, I had seen these all black shoes. So I'm looking at my phone, I'm looking at the shoes, and as the door opened, I'm looking up. And I'm looking up like, and when I look up, I see a man with this long black leather jacket on. I'm talking about jacket that touched the ground. He had a long black leather jacket on with some gloves on and some black shoes. First of all, y'all, it's hot as fuck outside. I don't know why this man got this on. So I'm just looking at him, and he kind of like threw me off a little bit. And I was like, hey, how you doing? And he was like, hey, and got off and you know whatever. So as I'm trying to close like the elevator, like the door, like, okay, so there's a door you open to get to the elevator. Then you get on the elevator. So the door closed. So when he get off the elevator, he goes to the door closed, but he turns around. And he's staring like at me while the elevator door is closing. He's looking at me. And I'm looking at him and I'm just like, what the fuck? So once the elevator hit the first floor, I got off the elevator. I passed the gym to go walk. Because I'm trying to walk to the main lobby to get to all the mailboxes. Because the mailbox is at the front of the main lobby. So y'all, I walked down this long hallway. I hit the corner to get to the main lobby. Ask me who I see. Mr. Creep. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm trying to figure out, how the fuck did he get down here that fast? Because first of all, the elevator he had got off. Now there's another elevator on that floor, but it's on the other side of the building. So unless he ran to get to that other elevator, or he took the steps and you jumped the flight of steps to get on the first elevator. But when I saw him when I got by the mailbox, I saw him. So I checked my mail. And I'm looking at my mail, and I'm looking at the corner of my eye, because I'm like, this nigga try something, that's his ass. He try something, that's his ass. So I'm just looking at my mail. I closed it back and realized the man had walked off. I ain't see him no more. So y'all, I walked back towards the gym to get on the elevator. I just got off because I was trying to avoid him, because I saw him in the main front of the building. So I walked towards the back of the building, towards the gym, to get on the back elevator. I just got off. Y'all. So I opened the door. I'm waiting on the elevator. Like, looking at my phone, I'm just looking at my phone. Y'all, the elevator door open. Guess who I saw? Yes, Mr. Creep. Now, this time, my heart dropped to my ass, because I'm like, either your ass got powers and you flying around this building, or you teleporting around this building, because first of all, y'all, this building is big, so I don't know how he get in these places that fast. And I walk very fucking fast. I walk fast. And don't let me be listening to music. I walk real fast. So I'm like, what the fuck? So this time, I ain't gonna lie, I was getting a little nervous. So I was like, hey. And then he was like, hey. And then he got off again. And I closed the door, like the door to the door that you open to get to the elevator, it closed again, and he did that thing again. He turned around and was looking at me while the elevator door was closing. He had on a long black trench coat with some gloves. And like, I'm like, what the fuck? So now I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, soon as this elevator hit my floor, I gotta get off and run to my apartment, because I'm like, I do not want this nigga to know where I stay at. So y'all, the elevator get to my floor. I opened that goddamn door so fast, and I went in the house and I slammed the door, and I was on the back of the door like this, and I was like, what the fuck? And then Ellie looking at me, she was like, bitch, what the hell is wrong with you? I'm like, shh. She's like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, girl, it's some creep ass man walking around with a long black trench coat on and gloves. And she laughing and shit. She like, bitch, stop playing. I'm like, bitch, I'm not playing. And she was like, where you seen him at? I'm like, when I went to go check the mail, I didn't see him like 3 different times. I said, I seen him when I got on the elevator. I seen him when I got to the main lobby. And I seen him when I was getting back on the elevator. Like, what the fuck? She was like, that's crazy. So we was going out to the house again to go to Walmart, because I think we was like trying to go get dinner or something. I was having company come to the crib, so we need to go to Walmart. So I'm thinking like she not taking me serious. We laughing and playing, because she like talking shit. She like, girl, whatever, like laughing and shit. So we get ready to leave, and she like, hold on. I'm like, bitch, what? She was like, you ain't gonna grab nothing? I'm like, what? She was like, you ain't gonna grab nothing out of here? So when you go back outside, just in case you see that man. So I'm like, oh, miss, stop playing. Miss, girl, you doing too much. Now you want to grab something because your ass is scared, bitch. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, we can grab something. So, or whatever like that. So I had what I had on me. And then she had grabbed like a pen or something or whatever, like a knife or something she had. So we walk into the car like real fast, like, because it's a long hallway before you get to the garage, the parking garage. So we walking like real fast down the hallway, like real fast, trying to hurry up. And I heard the door close. So as soon as me and her heard the door close and we heard something, me and her looked at each other. Then we ran down the hallway, like we was gone, ran down the hallway. So I hop in the car and I lock my car door. We sit in the garage and I'm looking around. I said, you see somebody? She was like, no. Now I'm thinking in my head like, now this bitch was in the house laughing at me, picking at me. Now this bitch scared too. Bitch, please. So I was like, I ain't got time for this shit. Like, but it's not today, Lord. Like, not today. We go to Walmart. We in Walmart for a little bit or whatever like that. So we leave Walmart and then like we going back down the hallway, but like we walking slow, slow, slow. Then we hear something, then we'll run. So we ran to the door. I unlocked my door. We locked the door again. Oh, side note, y'all, like I was trying to tell my boyfriend, like I was trying to text my boyfriend, tell my boyfriend, like, hey, I think it's a man like followed me around the building. And he was like, where you at? I'm like, I'm at home. I'm at home. And he was like, okay. He said, well, I'm gonna be there in a little bit. Like, tell me. He was like, you can tell me later. I'm like, no, you need to come now, not in a little bit. And he was like, girl, I'm coming over there later. Like, and I feel like he wasn't taking me serious. I'm like, are you serious? Like, boy, if something happened to me, it's gonna be your fault, because you ain't trying to take me serious. But I don't think he took me serious, because the way he was like texting me, I could tell he was like, really, Erica? Like, relax. Nobody's trying to kill you. Nobody's after you. I'm like, you don't know that? And he was ignoring me. So I'm just like, whatever. So then my cousin Katrina, she comes to the crib. So she gets to the crib and I'm like, bitch. She was like, what? I'm like, girl. I'm like, it's this man walking around in a trench coat with gloves on. And she laughing at me too. She like, girl, what the fuck is you talking about? Because y'all, it's the summer. It's hot as hell. Who will be walking around in a trench coat with gloves on? Like all black. Come on now. So I'm like, no, for real. And then Allie was like, no, I don't think she lying. Like, I believe her. So she was like, man, y'all stop playing. So Katrina had came in the house. I'm going to name her friend, her guy friend, Blue. So she came in the house with Blue. So as I'm telling them or whatever like that, he didn't really say too much. Like, he was just looking at me, but he really didn't say nothing. And she like, girl, stop playing. So I'm like, whatever. So y'all. So I want to say like a little bit of time go by. And then my cousin Katrina had to go to the first floor to get to her car, because if you don't live there, you're a visitor, you got to park on the first floor. You can't park on the other floor. So she had to go down. She had to come out my house and get on the elevator. When she go out and we lock the door, I want to say maybe like 30 seconds later, my phone started ringing. So I'm looking for my phone and I see my phone. So I grabbed the phone. I sit down. I had grabbed the phone. I sit down. I'm like, hello. She was like, Eric. I'm like, well, she was like, lock the door. I'm like, for what? So I'm getting up, I'm locking the door. I'm like, what's going on? She said, remember that man you said you saw in that long trench coat? I'm like, yeah. She said, girl, he just got off the elevator by your apartment. I said, no, he didn't. She said, yes, the fuck he did. Make sure that door locked. I'm like, what the fuck? She said, Erica, he looks scary. I said, what you said when you saw him? She said, I was like, hey. And she said, when she said, hey to him, he ain't say nothing to her. See, he spoke to me. He didn't speak to her. So she was like, she said, hey, but I guess she said, hey, aggressive, because in reality, she was really scared because I had tried to tell her about this man. And the way I described him is exactly how he looked. So I tried to tell her about this man. So when she seen him, I think her heart fell to her ass too. She gonna say, hey, real aggressive, trying to act like she ain't scared, bitch, you was scared. So she was like, oh my God. So her friend Blue, like, what's wrong? I said, the man I was telling y'all about, she said that she just seen him outside the apartment. She just seen him get off the elevator by my apartment. He was like, what? So he get up. He swung my door open like he the goddamn hawk. Like he just looking for trouble. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I closed my door behind him and I locked the door right when he went out the door. Cause I'm like, shit, I don't need no time for nothing to be popping off. So I locked the door. So me and Allie sitting on the couch. And me and her just sitting there. We nervous as fuck. Then we hear knock at the door. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, we getting scared and shit. I'm like, she was like, go get the door. I'm like, bitch, you get the door. She like, no, bitch, you get the door. So I'm like, fuck, this is my house. I'm a G. I'm gonna get the door. I ain't scared. So I look, it's Blue. So I unlocked the door. And I had opened the door. He said, I forgot my phone. So I said, okay. So he got his phone. I said, did you see him? He said, nah, I ain't see him. But I'm about to beat. He said, I'm about to beat this nigga ass. Like, I'm gonna beat him up. I'm gonna beat him up because I can't have y'all in the middle of this. I can't have you scared. I can't have you scared. And I ain't gonna lie, like, Blue had liked me a little bit. So I guess him seeing me nervous had made him get on 10. Like, what the fuck? And then his homegirl, his homegirl was my cousin Katrina. So he seen me on 10. Like, the girl he seen me on 10. Then he seen her on 10. So he like, oh, nah, I gotta do something about this. Because he said, I can't be having no man following you around. So I'm just like, I told y'all. It was a man walking around here in a long black trench coat with gloves on. I had called him when he got on the first floor because it took him a minute to come back. I said, did y'all see him? And he was like, no, we ain't see him. But he said, when I catch him, I'm gonna beat his ass. I said, no, just tell my security, like, just tell security that it's a man walking around, like, looking weird. So he was like, nah, I'm gonna beat his ass when I see him. I'm like, okay, you do what you do. But like, maybe like an hour go by. And then Katrina and Blue finally come back. I'm like, did y'all see him again? And he was like, nah, but he was like, nah, I ain't see him. But he said, I'm telling you right now, I run into his ass before I leave. That's his ass. That's his ass. He just kept saying that. So I said, okay. So y'all, so now everybody's scared to leave out. Everybody's scared. Not Blue, because he wasn't scared because he was a dude. But like, everybody nervous. Like, we all nervous to leave out. So I got to go out the house again. So I'm telling Allie, I'm like, let's go. She was like, bitch, I ain't going out there. I'm like, bitch, yes, you is. Because I ain't going by my damn self. Fuck. Somebody going. So me and her walked to the car. So I had seen one of my neighbors walking her like dog. I was like, hey, like warning her, like, you need to be careful. Like, it's a man walking around in a long black trench coat with gloves on. And she was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah. And she was like, well, thank you for telling me. She said, but she ain't bumped into him. I said, oh, girl, be careful. And she was like, oh, don't worry because she bites. And she was talking about her dog. And she was like, and she shoots. And she was talking about, like, you know, she was going up the pole on him. So I'm like, girl, let me know. Just let me know. Because we can get him together. I mean, yeah, I don't know if he lived there or not. I don't know if somebody let him in the building. I don't know if his ass broke into the building. I don't know what he did. But, like, I had told my security, I'm like, it's a man walking around here looking a little weird. And he was like, yeah, I had got a couple of complaints about somebody roaming the halls looking crazy. I'm like, yeah, y'all need to catch his ass. Catch him now. Catch him fast. Because if y'all don't handle it, I'm going to handle it. Somebody better get him. So when my man came to the house at the end of the night, I'm like, he talking about something, you okay? I'm like, yeah. He talking about something, what's wrong with you? I'm like, don't worry about it. Because you act like you wasn't too worried about when I had told you this man was right here following me. So don't worry about it. He was like, man, get on. After that day, I ain't never seen that man again. I never seen that man again. I ain't trying to see him again. Like, I feel like if I bump into that man today, my heart gonna drop to my ass. It's like, I have a picture image of this man stuck in my head. Like, if I see him today, I'm going to know it's him. But yeah, that's the end of my story time. But y'all, it's important for like all women to always know their like surroundings, be aware of what's going on around you. It's like, nowadays, men are crazy. They'll snatch you up. They'll do anything to you. Always either share your location with somebody, let somebody know where you going, let us know what's going on. Cause y'all, the folks, like the people in this generation today, they are crazy. But yeah, y'all, like, thanks for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And go follow me on Instagram at I am Erica LeJ. Bye.